Hey everyone, Tony Adrani here at Coach Adrani on Twitter, and just going to talk a little bit very quickly about the 9 threes that Indiana gave up in the second half last night against Northwestern and what caused those, because I really saw two themes here. And so the first theme is doubling ball handlers, oftentimes with dead dribbles, and how I kind of came to see what was happening here. So here we see Brooks Barnheiser's cutting. Now he's got a dead dribble pretty much. I want you to watch McKenzie and Baco and what happens here. So he's got a dead dribble. Great defense. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Indiana's doing everything right. For whatever reason, McKenzie and Baco now thinks they're in their double team. It might be because Ballo's here and Leal's shifting down. But essentially, he gets in his position to play two, which is kind of looking at the ball, seeing where he's going to throw out, and then he's able to jet out there. So he completely loses. Again, you see he's playing two there, or supposedly. Loses Barry. Wide open shot. So that's a double team play two. So now we've got Barnheiser again. He's in the post. They decide they're playing two here, right? You know that because you see Trey Galloway's facing here. Caden Carlisle's possibly going to trap. So you've got Galloway is now facing the ball handler, basically turning your back on guys. So you've got Carlisle is dropping. You've got two on the ball. Again, this is Barnheiser shooting an 8-foot tough shot. Luke Goody's playing good defense. You've got Galloway here playing two, which means his eyes are on the ball. He's seeing where this guy throws it out. Wherever he throws it out, Galloway's taking away that next pass of one of these two guys. Well, not really necessary again. Kicks out, wide open shooter, knocks it down. Again, we've got a situation. Now you've got Barnheiser with Ballo. So, again, this is a tough shot. Like, if he wants to shoot that shot, let him shoot it. But for whatever reason, they get in their double defense. You've got Caden Carlisle that's now got his eyes there. He thinks he's playing two. Well, look where the ball ends up. Wide open shooter, in rhythm, shot. Again, you've got guys playing two. McKenzie and Baco here. Leave a shooter, wide open, knocks it down. So that was the first team, was doubling guys oftentimes with dead dribbles, looking, then having to play two, and losing shooters out on the perimeter. Indiana's strategy obviously was doubling on Barnheiser and perhaps Martinelli, but didn't really work out for him, especially in the second half. The next part, though, is disconnection, usually on pin downs, but even on some ball screens. And what I mean here is that oftentimes, as this guy's coming off this screen, you're going to want to stay connected, and it's called lock and trail. You're basically sniffing his butt, and you're forcing him. Essentially, you're making him curl, and you're hoping that Goody's got help side defense on that side, right? So he comes off the pin down, catches, gets a pretty decent, clean look, but Baco does a nice job of recovering there. Well, now he goes right back to this screen, disconnects from Mbako. Now Mbako, that is a ton of space for how close they were to each other. Now there's a disconnection. Shooter catches in rhythm, shot. Similar here. So at this point, dribbles coming this way. Leal's in help side. Now, again, they may not be in the lock and trail defense, but this disconnection, if they weren't, it caused a lot of issues of them coming off these pin downs. So ball's coming here to this side. This pin down's coming. At this point, Leal should be locking and trailing to go over the top. Instead, gets kind of caught sleeping, disconnected. Now you've got all of this space. And gets an and one. And that was probably the biggest play in the game, really the biggest turning point. Again, here, I want you to watch here. Just kind of woo-to-doo, going through the lane. Boom. Disconnected off the jet. Leal tries to go over the top. Simple flare screen. Disconnection. catches in rhythm. He's already made a zillion threes, so he's in great rhythm at this point. Knocks it down. This one, you get a disconnection even on a ball handler. At this point, you really just can't allow this much space. Like right there, he's beat because now he's getting hit by a ball screen. You got to make him use the screen if you're in your drop coverage, right? So should be screaming out ball screen, ball screen, ball screen. Nice job by can't remember the gentleman's name of creating separation, but at this point now he goes under a ball screen on a guy that just made a couple threes in rhythm. At that point, it's confidence, it's rhythm. He's feeling good. But again, what I want to showcase is right here, Baller should be calling out ball screen right, ball screen right, ball screen right, which should mean Rice is now forcing him and making him use this screen. He's able to go over the top. Baller's in his drop coverage, but instead, he creates a separation, goes underneath the screen, and that's just enough space to shoot. And then this play, I thought it was really nice design by Northwestern, but I want to showcase it. So you come off this double drag, and now what they're going to do, he's going to come off this single ball screen, right? Well, right now, Goody thinks he's in tag, which means he's the one that's trying to take away the roll because now he's on the weak side. So we see here, he thinks he's in tag. Northwestern knows it. So what tag means is Ballo is in drop coverage, so he's staying until he thinks Rice recovers. The tagger is taking away the roll until Ballo can get back there. Well, what Martinelli does is a nice job is he recognizes Goody's in that tag. He just flares his way to the top. Goody stays to tag here. Ballo is again in his drop. Rice is recovering. Should be recovering high hands to take away this pass. Instead, easy pass, easy shot to Martinelli. So that showcases just some of what went wrong for Indiana last night, especially on the defensive end and giving up 27 points from the three-point line in the second half alone. Obviously, there were other issues that happened, but to me, those were the biggest in the game. Again, more so came down to double teams and then just a miscommunication and disconnection on the defensive end, especially on pin-down screens. So let me know in the comments if you were seeing the same or anything of that nature, and happy to talk through it. Till next time, thanks a lot.